Hey guys, Chris here. For Sunpack Sunday, we've got a nice little variety here. I've got my Biddy Pop of Spider-Man. I've got my hockey for MVP 24-25, Goodwin Champions 2023, a Flesh and Blood TCG. These always have some pretty cool artwork and stuff on them. The Spider-Man, or not, oh my gosh, not Spider-Man. Star Wars 2025, I'm not real happy. I don't know. I'm just going to try and get through those. It's pretty. I might just take whatever I've got left and blow through them. I'm not really happy. Haven't been happy with them. I'll just put it that way. Allen Ginter 2025 and a 21-22 series extended series 3 basically. So we've got. Save that at the end. Yeah, I think that's how we're gonna go. Kind of run through them that way, I think. And here's our Spider-Man Biddy Pop. Let's hope for nothing duplicates. Actually, what I really want is the gold Venom, and we've got regular Venom. So, no duplicate, just a regular Venom. I think I got a couple more of these guys left, so we'll see how we do with the last of them. Oh. There we go. So, Venom, or no, I'm not just Venom, She-Venom. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize that at first, so there we go. All right, let's get into the Flesh and Blood. There we are. And I have found that one of the cards is double-sided. I didn't realize that at first, but the very last card is always double-sided. I'm not sure what the significance is that game purposes, which I will eventually one day figure out. Because I don't really play the game, but I might look into it since I've got enough cards. I've probably got enough cards now. And by the way, thanks to Zach at Zach's Collections for the Flesh and Blood cards, because he hooked me up with a bunch of packs. So, very cool. This one is more iced themed, like snowy, icy, polar themed. Hence the Polar Blast. Ooh, other than this one is a little more not so. All suffering. That's just kind of cool. Ooh, that's actually neat. The foil on that one's nice. Kind of subtle. That's cool. That's the foil. Set that up there. Blizzard Bolt. Interesting. I don't know much about the game, but I really do like the artwork and stuff on these, so I think I'm going to try and figure out something about the game, but either way, just kind of cool looking. I always like those. Star Wars. Yeah, as I said, Star Wars is, they put so many, I think they overload this set with so many okay, I got one I recognize, Bosk, from Empire Strikes Back, which I remember actually seeing at the drive-in. I just may have dated myself. I'm not sure. Ooh, that's a darker. What is that one in the middle? We'll get to that last then. We will go to the back. We've got, see, yeah, like stuff like this. Skull Ridge Mountain Hustle. What's this from? Skeleton Crew. I didn't watch Skeleton Crew, so I don't know, but I don't know how important she is in the show. And there's been a bunch of others that are even in shows. Some of the newer Star Wars shows I've seen. I don't even remember the character except for in maybe one episode. And they've got them in the set. So in my opinion, personal opinion, they overloaded this set with unnecessary characters, the checklist. So, and we got another one. Granted, she is the main character, the main character of the show, I guess you could say, and the Acolyte. But there were so many of the characters that just like some of the Jedi that were in the Jedi Temple in the show, briefly in the episode, didn't even have really a speaking part, and they put them in the cards. So that's where I'm kind of a little frustrated with the set. But I do get ones like this, Bosk, who I do like. He's one of my favorite characters, even though he had a very small part in the thing. And then we got the Infant's Nest from I can't even think of it. The Solo movie. And then what do we have here? That's it tricked me. Oh, I thought it was something cooler. It's from the Acolyte. It's kind of a cool card, but not. I thought it'd be something cooler. But yeah, like if Ness, very small, not small role, but a role in the show, in the movie. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little jaded. I'm old school. I don't know. I just didn't like the set. I thought it was a little too watered down with characters that you really don't see much anymore. So you didn't really see. So Goodwin Champions. This is one I haven't had massive luck with yet. I've gotten a couple cool cards. Nothing major. A lot of different, mostly basketball this time. Let's see what we got back here. Like this box, we got David Collins, Shea Odom on the front there, and then what do we got? But this one is baseball. Drew Jensen. Don't know if he's in the leagues or not. Interesting. I'll have to look him up. I end up looking up most of these people, and some of them are in the big leagues, and some of them aren't. G.G. Jackson for basketball, and we got a Series 1 look, Shai Odom. So, got 2 of him. So, hopefully good. Hopefully something. So, you never know. I'll look those all up later. Alrighty. Alan Ginter. Move this aside. I'm a fan of the minis, and this is one of the sets you can get minis in. So, that's one of the big reasons I get this. I'm not a fan of some of this year's. They have so many reality TV stars. I'm not a reality TV person, so Morel, Ryan, that's actually kind of cool. Quera Gusage, I'm not sure if I'm saying that one right. What's the back one? Wicked Curve. Oh, Yamamoto, that's pretty cool. Well, Wicked Curves. Set those 2 there in a keepy pile. And what do we have in the mini? Hines. I think I've already got him, but that's okay. We'll just set him right there. And then I don't know. Goosage. I'm not. I know someone out there's gonna tell me I'm saying it wrong, but that's kind of interesting. Funny name, kind of cool. And then last but not least, I forgot I had 2 of them. So we're going to do MVP and then extended. Getting ahead of myself there. What do we got? Ooh, is that something sparkly? So we're going to skip a few. We got Ryan Graves. Adrian Kempe. Fechnikov. Shen, Vasilevsky, and what do we have? This shiny is Under the Scope. Looking Couture. That's actually kind of a cool looking card. I like that. The foiling in that one's really cool. I like that one. That's neat. And then last but not least, looking for, I forget what I'm looking for out of this one. I don't remember. I'll figure it out I'll have to look at the checklist, but I got a bunch of random packs, so there we go. What do we got? Ooh, we got a Dazzler. Is there another? There's usually something else with the Dazzler sometimes. So we'll kind of skip through. What do we got? Case. Hayden Fleury. Is that the introduction? Wait. Yeah, that is. Inaugural game. Actually, I save all of those. I'm weird. I save all the inaugural games. Hamilton. Janmark. I think it's Janmark, not Jan, but Janmark. Johansson. He's got the inaugural game as well. Was a former. That is the one that was former Caps. Former Caps. He bounced around for a while after he left the Caps. Nick Liddy and. What's the one in the back? The back is nothing. Yeah, it's nothing special. And then we've got a Dazzlers of. What do we got? Nikita Kucherov. Actually, not a bad Dazzler. One of the probably, arguably one of the greater hockey players currently. That is more underrated, greatest hockey players right now. That's actually pretty cool. That's a good one. I'm not going to argue with that. He's actually not my favorite player, but some people will argue, and I'm not even going to argue that. I think he is probably one of the greater players. That gets overlooked by some of the bigger, flashier players. But, so, kind of a quick, not even really much of a quick recap. We got She-Venom, pretty cool looking thing from the foil from Break Ground from Flesh and Blood. An Acolyte parallel insert. I'm not a big fan. I think I'm just going to blow through those real quick. And then a few little fun ones out of the different packs. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you next time. Have a good one. Bye.